Hello boys and not boys, and welcome back to the Horse Lords playthrough. Now we are starting where I put my original save. If you recall, in yesterday's video I fought the siege anyway, which I won, by the way, despite being vastly outnumbered. Managed to fight them off. However, I will not be doing that because I did say that my decision before I did that test fight was I will be leaving the kingdom of brain work. Brain no work, Vlandia. I'll be leaving Vlandia and setting up our own kingdom. So that's the first thing we'll do now. Oh, we can't do this while we're in a siege. Crap. Oh dear. I don't think I have the save for when after I beat them. Crud. We're gonna have to beat him again. Oh man, I don't want to. That was hard. That was hard graft, and I only just made. I only just made it. No, I thought I could just leave Kingdom. I didn't realize there was a. Oh man. This is depressing. What does Breakout do? Does that get it out of the siege but cost us men? Yes, it does. So basically we can break out. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to just break out. That's just a waste of resource. Alright, we'll rinse and repeat and see if we can be a little bit better this time. Well, let's see if the AI behaves itself, because there's only one tower and one battering ram. So it only takes about 2 volleys to take care of with these fire catapults at least, it only takes 2 volleys to take care of a battering ram. So we absolutely shouldn't be getting a tower and a battering ram to the edge of the wall. They should be both taken out way before they get there. But we know from the previous battle that the AI is just a bit special. So what we're going to do is split these down into 1 unit of infantry, because if we don't take down the battering ram and the if we don't take down the battering ram and the tower, then we lose. As soon as they've got 2 entry points, it kind of gets a little bit messy and we can no longer defend effectively. We could probably, in a pinch, fall back to this area, stack archers up on the battlements up here, all the way up here, and sort of fight them in this corridor here. But that would be like a last-ditch effort. So if the battering ram's still up, we can all fall back here. We'll assign the archers up on here, whatever archers are left. And, ooh, hello. Map's having a bit of a freak out. But failing that, we'll just, we'll do the best we can. So group 1 is all of our infantry, so you boys aren't archers. This is all of our archers, so we'll make sure there is somebody of note leading every group of archers to make sure they're passing their skills on. Who's leading that? Me? No, I'm not. Oh, I might actually. Excuse me, got the sneezes. Right, archers. Mr. Havoc, you get your own group. And Baldric, you get your own group. Right. So 1 should have all the infantry in it, that's fine. You boys need to be here. I had 300 last time, why have I only got 176 this time? We accidentally set a... Nope, it's just giving us less. It's giving us more archers and less infantry. Is that going to be a problem? I don't think so. We didn't... The last time we won this fight, we didn't lose that many infantry. However, this here, the shield wall in this sort of area, failed miserably to actually form properly, and they just ran straight through the middle, and it took a lot of effort to keep them at bay. So we'll look into that a little bit later. These first groups, I want to be the bigger groups, and then the rest of them will be limited to 20 apiece. Well, as soon as we've got more, we'll give them 25, I suppose. Or as close as we can. And then we should be left with 2 archer units. That's fine. So, group 7, 8 even. I'm going to put them on this roof back here, but assign them to that catapult. It doesn't mean they're going to have to run to the catapult, but it means that they're going to be out of range from the guys down there. And I'll stop them getting just blasted in the face. Group 7, we put those guys inside. Did they go in? There we go. Put them inside, and then assign them. Assign them to that catapult. Group 6. They basically will have to stay across this wall here. And have to be on this catapult. Group 5, we'll put on this back wall here. Assigned to this catapult, and I actually want to be in this group. Because I want to try and take down that catapult as quickly as possible. Let's make sure they're still in their formation, that's fine. Group 5. Group 4 archers. So we've got 25 of them. We want these guys basically here to shoot down into that. But they'll move across this wall when the fighting starts. And then group 3 here. But facing inwards. Because they're going to be shooting down into this courtyard here. We can't actually put anybody up here. There's no access to this part of the wall. We can't even put people up here. Look, even though we should be able to put people up here because it is part of the wall. Because the wall's broken, it won't allow you to. But then the plan is, once these guys can actually stay in the courtyard down here for a sec. And then these guys, we put them across here like this, and it just didn't form properly. Like even there, that doesn't look like a shield wall to me. So we'll check it out once the game starts and see if they actually form into a shield wall. Because the idea is the enemy comes through this one entrance that they have left. They walk through here, and as they get through here, they run into the infantry. And then the infantry pepper them with our basically put them on whole fire actually, so they don't try and throw anything. These guys pepper them with arrows from up here. These guys pepper them with arrows from over here. And then we move one of the units, probably this one, once the catapults are dry, onto this wall here. And then they hold it from there. And they're being shot at from 3 different directions. I might even drag one of... I can't. There's no access to that alleyway there. Yeah, that's the general plan. That's the general plan. And that's what we did last time, and we won. But it all comes down to taking down the tower and the battering ram. If we can't do that, we lose. If we have to defend it from 2 places, we lose. If the tower makes it, we 100% lose. If the battering ram makes it, 50-50, maybe. Apologies for us having to run this siege again. That was not my intention. I thought we could just leave Kingdom. That's a mess up on my part. Excuse me, boys, may I? Thank you. You're going to shoot for them. We need to shoot for that. I'm going full range. How's that doing? Boys, I'm a sniper. Call me John Stick. Ow! Stop shooting me! This might have been an oversight on my part. Somebody reload me. Oh, the tower's already down. I can reduce this down, and then... Oh, I'm getting off this catapult, because I'm going to end up getting killed. Come down here. Now we've only got the battering ram to wait about. This thing... That should hit. Yes, you absolute beauty. Wait, that just said 2,600 damage. The health bar didn't move on the battering ram. Explain that to me. Another 2,700. The battering ram's glitched. The hell? I'm getting direct hits. It's not doing anything. Oh, that did something. I need to reduce the range by quite a bit. You saw that? I got 2 direct hits on the battering ram. It didn't do anything. Another direct hit, still no damage. What the hell? I missed that. Genuinely missed that. I sniped the sergeant pushing the battering ram, but didn't hit the battering ram. Okay. $3,000 damage delivered. Okay, that one actually did something. I need one more, boys. Come on. One more. Quickly, 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 quickly. We're losing it, we're losing it, we're losing it, we're losing it. Beautiful. So now we need to double check on these guys. They have not formed a shield wall. They kinda have. Not the greatest though. You guys form up across here, please. No, you guys stay there. My bad, my bad. You guys form up across here. Let me put you across there, actually. You guys can actually, if you want, span across there now. Alright, what else have we got? You boys. Are you out of rocks yet? No, they got plenty of rocks to be going with for now. So here we go. And this is where basically... oh, crap. I'm in the firing line of someone. Yeah. Running the gauntlet. Wow, somebody managed to hit me. Where did that hit me? 37 points of damage, that was a bit intense. I'm running and weaving in between areas and still I'm getting sniped. I'm down to like 1 hit point. There's not an arrow basket up here. I'll have to use what I've got and leave it at that. Nope. Nearest arrow barrel's over there. I need to help, man. I need to help. I'll get on the stairs where I'm not exposed to outside. Here we go, look. I couldn't even see anything then. I'm trying to pick out heads, but all I'm seeing is shields. Look how they're all mixed up. Ah. We won again. least I proved it wasn't a fluke. Whew. Stressful.
We are at your mercy.
Enough.
Stop.
Enough.
I don't need your troops. Oh, those guys are cool. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen any of those. I don't think there's anything else in there for us, that's fine. Ooh. Shinies. No, take it all. You can sell some of it. The closed cap is from the Aserai line, but those shoulders are not. Am I bothered at this point? I'm not sure. I don't think I am, to be fair. Well, we won the siege for the second time. Chase him down.
It's been a while. Enough.
Any relevant horsey boys? Nope, not really. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call mopped up. So what we need to do now is do what we were going to do and leave this kingdom while they're under siege from pretty much everybody. So we go into the Tavern District first because we need to ransom all the nobles that we've got. Because as soon as we leave, it'll release all those guys and we'll get literally no money for them. So might as well turn a quick buck now. See what we can get in relation to war horses. Jack. Awesome. Love it. Get rid of these saddles that we don't need. Bop. Bop. Still massively over encumbered. Awesome. It's just like the way I like it. We'll take the extra donkey. Why not? We'll keep the hardwood. We'll get rid of the hides. What's this? Increased troop movement speed. That's not going to help anybody. They're already 2 grand down. What really cool pieces of armor have you got? Iron, scale coat. Oh, that might be good for somebody. That might be good for somebody. Bish bosh. Go on, brother. I need to buy my crap. What's this? 48, 12, 48, 12, and 10. We'll have those as well. That's probably going to be good for somebody. 46. That's probably going to be good for somebody. Ooh. Yep. That might be good for somebody. Yep. Helmets, 46s we've got, 45s. And a 40, let's see if all those get used. The 40 didn't. Okay. 42, 42. So you know anything less than a 42 is not gonna... Cool. So we're down 700k. Uh-oh. That was 600k's worth of armor. It's been a while since we cashed out, boys. We are carrying quite a large amount of excess gear here. I think we'll probably get the majority of that for free. I want to get rid of this just because if we go on to the next fight and we lose, I would rather us be in a position where we're not going to be handing over loads of gear as well. We've at least turned the gear into cash monies. Oh, he's... Damn it! Give me some stuff back then, you weirdo. That might have something to do with the insane numbers we're talking about. Right, he's got 3,000. Especially on the weapon front, because we normally start donating and selling the armor first, and then we sort of go to the shield and range, then we go to the weapons. We end up with just an absolute... Look at that, 116 iron pitchforks. There's no wonder we're over encumbered. So we basically sold everything to this place to get the most amount of money we can out of them. I think we sell them a bunch of grain to get the weight down. Take them to about 5k. And then we'll take back trade materials in exchange. So give us tools and oil. Take the linen as well. Take the beer, cheese, the butter. There we go. Nine skill points in trade. That'll do it. 24 points overall. I imagine you boys all got some pretty nifty perks from that. We take that one. I'm not even an engineer. I only got this bump up because I was using the catapult. Let's get everybody's points spent before we move on. Crypto. Your normal cavalry this time round. Threw me there. You're riding up in a little bit. Winston, you take walk it off, and you are a horse archer. You've got all the prerequisite skills, so we'll just divide them between the two for now. Bish bash bosh. Chicken Panda, you got a pretty decent haul this time round. It's this one. Plus 200 XP on recruitment cannot be underestimated. It helps you upgrade your army so quickly. That's how you get an army that like gets a kick in, then comes back literally next turn. And has a full army again. And you're kind of like, how did you manage that? It's like, well, it's because they've got perks in leadership that allow them to do that. Which can be super frustrating, but it is what it is. Waiting in villages. Nobody waits in villages. That is just the surgeon perk on that is just completely pointless. I have played this game for almost 2,000 hours now, and I have never once found a situation that's not been extremely situational where I've waited in a village, but I've waited in towns a lot. Oh, these guys would have got massive boosts in their rogue rigs. They sold all their prisoners after that fight, and they would have had a lot of prisoners. All you guys that have got this ignore pain, if you're captains during sieges, all of the troops that are within your formation get plus 5 armor to each body armor piece, which is absolutely insane, especially when you pair it with a troop like the Sturgeon Heavy Spearmen. Can really tip you into a point of obscene levels of tankiness. Right. We've sold everything. We are no longer at danger. We sold all the people to the tavern. That's fine. We've got a bunch of prisoners to recruit. So the main things we need to do is 1, leave the Vlandians. 2, probably immediately promote, depending on if we hold on to any influence. I'm not sure if we do or not. immediately promote one of you guys to a, or several of you guys, as many as we can actually, to clan leaders. Probably focusing on giving you properties around this area because they're quite prosperous and will probably allow you to field bigger armies faster. And then we need to be trying to get people over onto our side, which is going to be tough because the only factions left are rather large, but we'll give it a go. I do think our main danger point is going to come from over here, so I'm going to move over here before we pull the trigger. In fact, I think we pull the trigger now because I can't be bothered with dealing with the Khazate anymore. Oh, I need to disband the army first. Oh no, I don't. There's nobody in here that's not us. That's fine. While in an army. Okay. I'll disband the army. Dun dun dun! I didn't even know we owned Sargath, I'll be honest. Right, we need some very quick... Yeah, my influence has been reset to 0. Now, we don't have a kingdom. So we need to get to our nearest settlement. Put somebody in as the governor. We'll pop Arwa in there. Yep. And then talk to Arwa. Come back in again.
My greetings to you.
Ooh, what do we call it? Let's just call it the Horse Lords. Bum bum bum. Right, that's it. We are... Oh, we need armor back. Thank you. Now, I have 10 influence, and it will go up at 45 a day. And I think it costs me 150 influence every time I want to turn one of you guys into a commander. So, let's have a look. I kind of need to see people's... So, Gabriel. Evan, potentially. Money, potentially. Grim. Omapine. Omapine. Okay. So for example, if I now went to speak to... Let's put Arwa back in her rightful place. Munib. He doesn't hold a place in the clan.
I await you.
No. $500 influence it cost me. Wow. It's gonna take me a while to get all you guys in that position. But we'll give it a go. What we need to do now is head down this way, because no doubt we'll have a Valandian army stomping down our doors soon. But we also need to grab troops along the way. So let's visit every friendly little village we can and scoop up what troops we can on the way. So we're at least not arriving there short-handed. Wait, have 2 people Valandians? Oh. I thought somebody else had declared war on us then, I was about to say. That could be problematic. I'm losing 981 gold a day, that's fine. Now, parties within my clan, I can restrict them to just horses and horse archers like I have done. However, parties that are not in my clan but are in my kingdom, I don't believe I can restrict what they can field. So they will field whatever they can get their hands on. So it might get a bit messy in army composition in future battles, but we will do our best to keep things as clean as possible. To be fair, with the level that everybody's at, that currently I'm using as a captain, I think we can just field all cavalry options. But it will take a different stance when it comes to the guys that are in our kingdom but not in our clan. Crypto gained a level, nice one. Now, for those of you curious, my main criteria for starting my own kingdom is 1, I already own a decent bit of land. Now, this can be done through being a vassal and then leaving being a vassal, or it can be done through just attacking rebel towns and taking over rebel towns before starting a kingdom. Then you need at least 2 million in the bank, because it's going to cost you quite a bit to get people to come over to your side. And then you need your garrisons filled up. And the reason being, normally, because you're the new kids on the block, and your power level's quite low, pretty much every faction with a decent power level will want to have a pop at you. So what you need to do is make sure that your garrisons are filled up. So, for example, if QS became under attack or Tubulis Castle came under attack and I defended it and I lost half my army, because I know this has got a garrison full of T3 guys, and this has got a garrison full of T3 guys, and this has got a garrison full of T3 guys, I can fall back to one of these places, take the garrison, use the garrison to continue fighting, and that's how we fight off anybody that's trying to attack us. So I think I removed the garrisons from a lot of these, but some of them have still got decent volumes in them. Yeah, they've got enough to hold out. So battle plan against the Valandians is probably take Flotois, Liberatis and Poros, even though somebody else looks like they're taking Poros at the moment. Fingers crossed they lose but kill half of the garrison and we can just mop it up. And then we'll take the fight to the Valandians, and then once we're in a position to do so, I'm already at 381 influence. As soon as I get around the 500 mark, we'll make one of you a clan leader. And then we'll continue to do that until we can spam like huge massive armies and we've got lots of people running around. Effectively, all the companions that are currently in my armies acting like elite soldiers will eventually be leading their own clans. So each one of these properties that we own, I will probably keep 4 for myself, maybe, and the rest of them will be all used to make you guys clan leaders. And bring in foreign clans. Alright, let's have a look what kind of garrison they've got here. 149 people. Alright, so we can rush this. 100% rushable. They don't have any defensive siege engines at all. I need about 90 more war horses. This was always going to be the playthrough where I am short on horses pretty much constantly. Right. Our first battle as our own kingdom, and this should net me enough influence to make one of you a clan leader. Actually, there's a couple of laws I need to enact first. Then I'll make one of you the clan leader. We break this down just to 2 guys. I'll probably keep 2 archers, 2 horse archers, and 2 infantry with me from hero perspective, just so I've got people to lead the groups. And then outside of that, everybody will be free to become a clan leader. Although we do have over 20 companions, so I don't know if I can have 20 clans. I'll try. This needs to be just infantry, thank you. I'm now not confident that all these guys are infantry, so we'll just get them out of there. No. I knew there's going to be at least one in there that shouldn't be in there. Right, what are you? Chicken Panda, Cavalry. Cavalry, Cavalry. Horse Archer, Cavalry. Cavalry. Get in there. Horse archer. Cavalry, 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 horse archer. Munib, you can lead one of the archer units. Cavalry, 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 cavalry. Arwa leads the other one. The other Boney, you can lead the other infantry unit. Horse archer, horse archer. I'm just going to divvy them up into the individual groups for now. We'll do a split in a second. Mordric. There we go. Sorted. So set everybody to line formation to make sure there's no shenanigans. That is not 50%. That is 50%. Thank you very much. Imagine being the 4 guys. At the 100 guys in here. Just looking over the wall at this absolute monstrosity heading towards you. I did have the cogs there. They went away though. There we go. Bit of a graphical issue there. Is it camera angle? Meow, 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 meow. Nope, not getting the cog at all on that one. Go do this one manually.
Footman!
Go on, boys, get that ladder up. We've got some recruits going down.
Footman! Charge! Footman! Attack!
Oof, whistled past his ear. Bro moved. Stand still while I shoot at you. Oh. It's a fix. Grim's gone down. What have they garrisoned this with? We've lost 25 men. Oh, never mind. Looks like the boys have made it in. I don't think it helped how the archers, I don't think they could get an angle on anybody to fire. Okay, winner, winner. Hadrian killed 5, still on his feet. Good effort. We lost a lot more than I thought we would doing that, I'll be honest. Oh, it's... Because it's an Aserai one, we get no option but to show mercy. That's fine, well, we got 612 now. Leave. Kingdom page. We need policies. Well, it's just me and nobody can annoy me. So clans lose 1 influence today, but no, not that one. Well, yes, that one. That's what we want. Settlement loyalty is increased 2 per day. Forgiveness of debts, enact that one. Tribunes of the people, enact that one. And then trial by jury, enact that one. That gives you 3.5 loyalty per day for nothing. So now, regardless of the faction of the owner. Why's my war score sitting up? Where are we fighting? It's caravans. I thought we turned caravans off. Caravans raided. This is annoying. Right, so to explain what's happening, your war score, there's certain things that turn your war score down. This caravans raided, I think, is the stupidest thing that they put into the game. From a debug. I don't care if caravans have been raided, if trade caravans have been raided. It doesn't matter to me. From a war perspective, yes, it affects the supply lines, but not massively. But look how much of a percentage gain he's got just by raiding, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Oh, it says at the top 13. So he's raided 13 caravans, and I'm at 12% war exhaustion. I've just taken one of his fiefs. And I've got one of his heroes. And he's lost more men. No, I've lost more men from the volume of caravans that he's killed. But the caravans don't mean anything to me. But because I've got so many settlements, there's a caravan for each, or one or two caravans for each trader within these things. So there's thousands of caravans through here. So we're losing the war simply because he's raiding more caravans than we raid of his. So in effect, we could not fight a single war, not take a single fief. But as long as we take all of his caravans out, we win. Which is just the dumbest thing ever. So, I will turn that off, actually. I've done it before. Mod options, it's in diplomacy, and it is in... When you go down to war exhaustion, and then war exhaustion per caravan rate. Look, it's set at 2%. And raid as well. They raid your villages, and that puts it at 3%. And you get 10% per siege. So you're better off raiding 5 caravans, which will take you nothing and cause you no losses, than taking an entire settlement. That's dumb. Raid 3 villages, and you've done the same as raiding taking an entire town. No. So we take that down to nothing. And we take the caravans down to nothing. Heroes imprisoned is fine. Per casualties fine. Done. And I would recommend anybody using diplomacy does the same thing. Or the AI, the computer, the NPCs, will deliberately target caravans. Ooh, hello. 800 defenders here. That sounds tasty. It looks like they want to keep this. Not for long, Megatron. Uh-oh. I just crashed the game. Alright, I just reloaded. We haven't lost that much progress. I think these are the guys that have probably been ransacking my caravans. We'll besiege the town, but that will be something for tomorrow. So, tomorrow we'll take Liberatis. Then we will probably turn our attention west. But these guys have lost a lot of strength. Their overall strength took an absolute nosedive when we took all of this off of them. Because obviously we were part of their kingdom. So we've basically taken the entire Aserai plain out of their back pocket and gone, thank you very much. So things we need to do in the next episode is take Liberatis, promote somebody to a clan leader, and then see if we can't entice some people to move over to us. To be fair, them two have rebelled. The Valandians are not much stronger than when they first started. The Western Empire is suffering quite a bit. The Southern Empire is doing okay. Sturgia's on the ropes. We might be able to convince some of the Sturgians to come over to us. The Khazate, I don't think anybody will leave just now because they've got quite a significant amount of territory. But I reckon we focus fire on the Valandians and then keep offering them the opportunity to join us and then take as many of the Valandians as we can because they're horsey boys. They like being mounted. And then once we're done there, push east across. And you've seen before in previous campaigns how once you've got a foothold like this and you've got a bunch of clans behind you, there's not really anything that can stop you from taking the whole map. It's just a question of time. So we'll leave it there for today, boys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.